What would you say is the biggest penis you have experienced in working with someone?
Length or girth? Probably like...
Or you had 4 people in one day or something?
Yeah.
And your kitty cat was a little swollen? Or
No, that was a busy day. Can you let your dog lick peanut butter off your feet?
And then took her back to the hotel and she was pissing standing up.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Shadow Band. We've got a beautiful episode today. I'm joined by Mr. Julian as the co-host. And we have a beautiful, lovely, darling angel sitting across from me by the name of Tasha Page. Welcome to an interesting episode.
We got 45 million views last week, whatever. Who's counting?
Moving on.
48.2.
Tasha, how are you? Sorry about him.
No, you're so fine.
Doesn't get out of the house very much.
No, yeah, I can tell.
So what's been going on?
Not a lot. Same old.
I had to get you here. We've seen some TikToks. We've seen some, Lachlan showed me some stuff on Snapchat, a few little viral articles, a few little videos. Have to talk about it. I mean, it's pretpretty interesting and I like it. I'm all about marketing. I'm all about this sort of shit. So there's some questions we have to duck, dive and dodge and get right and deep into. So we're going to start off and...
Put the fucking mic closer to your mouth, please.
Let's do it.
There we go. Sorry.
Listen, mate, you're walking a fine line.
Okay.
I will fuck your mum. Again.
Yep.
Tennyson? What else?
Don't. Jesus Christ.
She has sweet cheeks.
She's fucking hot.
His mum has sweet cheeks.
Sweet hot cheeks.
Anyways, getting back to the subject. So I've seen some viral videos going around. You talk very openly about your sex life, OnlyFans. You do all these things for anyone watching. If you'd like to see her, she'll have her socials linked in the description of this video if you'd like to see some more raunchy, wild content of her. And yeah, it's all on OnlyFans. So without further ado, the questions I guess I had to ask was, what made you start promoting your OnlyFans that way? Is that just you? Is that your authentic self? Are you just like doing it for the marketing, or are you actually about it like that?
No, well, I've always been very open and promiscuous and just like transparent about my sex life and what I'm doing and stuff. And everyone promotes their OnlyFans in different ways. And I was trying to do it like the traditional way of just, dancing to songs and everything. And it was just shit. I wasn't enjoying it. So I was just like, oh, well. The first video I think I posted was one where I was like brushing my teeth with my finger. I was like, oh, brushing out this guy's cum before I go tongue the next one or something.
What? Wow.
Yeah.
And is that real? Are you actually?
No, that was real.
You were actually brushing your teeth with your finger.
Yeah, because
usually people would use the toothbrush.
I didn't go home, so I just went straight to the next ones.
Just for context, she said she used her finger and cum for toothpaste. That's pretty wild.
Wait, used what? So there was no toothpaste?
No, there was no toothpaste.
So you weren't cleaning your teeth?
I was just quickly brushing it out just in case.
Oh my God.
And then you went to visit the next man.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I can't help but respect it.
Yeah.
Yeah, respect.
I can't help. At least you're open about it. People are too ashamed and scared to be open about things. Fuck it.
And like men are open about shit like that. So I'm like, why can't I?
Yeah. Damn straight. Guys are always very open about their sex lives and boasting about it and talking about it.
At least to their mates, they are.
Yeah. Behind closed doors of the boys, that's a very popular talk.
I don't know how often I'm brushing cum out of my own teeth though.
No, we're talking about sex and stuff amongst the lads. Like you wouldn't know because your ex was on Love Island. Back to the subject. So I saw one of you were in an Uber and you're saying you're off to visit another man and you currently had his children still inside you.
Yeah,
what?
Dripping out.
What? That is pretty hectic.
Wait, what? You had his children inside you?
That was on Easter weekend. I remember that one.
Can we go back? You had his children inside of you?
I think it was like, on my way to...
How old were they?
A man's house, maybe like a couple hours,
Fresh. Those sort of kids.
Yeah,
I was going to say, any other way, that would be illegal.
She was cream pied, mate.
Cream pied.
Cream pied. Girls love cream pies.
I love a cream pie.
Most girls I know love a cream pie.
Yeah.
I don't mind doing it. I just get a little scared that someone's going to get pregnant, but I just like to think that I'm infertile.
Yeah.
If I manifest it, then I'm not going to have a kid, right?
You're not going to have a kid if you don't want one mentally.
This is how I feel.
Yeah. That's
you reckon
how
that's true?
I go. Raw dog it.
Just raw. You know what I say? I say I'm allergic to condoms. I actually turn down sex if they say you have to wear a condom. I'm like, cool, I'll miss it.
That's so true.
I'll go without. Like, because a condom just doesn't.
Yeah, well, I just feel like it doesn't count either if there's a condom.
And my dick's not big, so like, there's nothing really stuck to it. It can't attract things. I'm cleanish.
Cleanish.
I'd like to think.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's interesting. So, do these guys have any of the guys you've done these things with, where you've talked about it openly and stuff? Have they seen them circulating on the internet after they know that they were the men involved in some of these?
Yeah.
Oh.
And have they said anything?
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you ever uploaded it before you've gone to the guy's house and they've seen it on their feed as you're rocking up?
No, thankfully.
Okay,
but I'm usually
so you
pretty
time
smart
it well.
about it. Yeah. And most of the men that I see are a little bit older, so most of them don't have TikTok or they're not on TikTok. So it's chill.
Well, that's all good.
Yeah, so I don't have to worry about it. But then usually someone else will send it to them anyway. So it always comes around, but
Literally comes around.
Pun.
Damn, that's wild. I
they
can't
know
help.
what they're getting into.
I like that.
Yeah.
Fuck it. It's open honesty and it's having a bit of fun.
Yeah, and
Fuck
then it promotes my site at the same time.
People love that shit.
Most
People-
of the time it's filmed. So
As much as people will say, oh, it's blah, 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 people love that shit.
they do. They're nosebodies.
They are.
Yeah.
Have you ever fucked anybody who didn't know what they were getting into? Or like didn't know your full background, or do they all know?
Yeah. No, there's been yeah. No, there was
It's
one
just some
that
random dork who's like, oh, her nose is touching
he
my
was
bladder
really
now.
sweet though. Yeah, no, but he had no idea. And then I went out with him, had dinner, and we did the deed. And then afterwards, just the things he was saying to me, like he just did not know who I was as a person because he was like, oh,
May I
like
kiss you,
promiscuous
please?
women. Yeah.
What are
just
you into?
So he was like
really
into you a
good.
bit.
Yeah, but he wanted a wife.
Oh,
but,
whoa.
But like he was like, you
just
have
wanted his
male
kids
friends.
in ya.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that he wanted a wife. Like, do you ever see yourself in the future? Is that something you'd be interested in, getting married, kids, or anything like that?
100%, but like not with that kind of person.
No. Yeah, no, I can respect that.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What kind of that kind of person? Like a normie or?
No,
like-
he was just like very much like, oh, women shouldn't go clubbing if they're in a relationship. Like he was one of those, and I'm like,
So he's a racist bigot.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, somewhat.
He's a racist bigot. That's what he is. No, I mean, fair enough. Each to their own. Everyone's entitled to want what they want, I guess. But like you said, if that's what he wants and that's not what you want, you have to run
Yeah,
along.
I was surprised. He was like, oh, so when am I going to see you next? I'm like, bro, we're clearly not compatible. I think he was just also desperate to some degree.
He's like, but I fit in you. Sorry.
Anyway.
His
His ex-girlfriend was on Love Island.
dude, shut up.
I'm not going to mention her name.
Okay.
Stella. Sorry, Stella. I love you. Anyway, sorry, Jules. Moving on. I'm choking at the moment.
He's regretting everything right now.
He's going through a lot. He's actually sitting here wondering if... Anyway, I'm not going to keep... There was another one that I did see, and I thought it was pretty funny. You said you got your 4 in, or you had 4 people in one day or something.
Yeah.
And your kitty cat was a little swollen or a little sore.
Yeah.
And you had to ice her.
Yeah. No, that was a busy day. It was a busy day.
Do you film it?
Yes.
So you film all of
most
them?
of the time. Yeah. Yeah.
So so when you film them, do you put them all in the same video or do you sell them all separately?
Separately.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Say like
well, it's not 4 at once. It's like one next.
one. Whoa. So you're just floating around just like a little cream pie storage.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I love that. So have you ever... I mean, I did see a thing, and Lockie was telling me about it. A thing on TikTok, you do like a little segment called Dr. Ho,
Yes.
where you like give advice and try to help like other girls and stuff like that with any advice around the sexual industry. Because I'm going to go out on a limb and say, I personally think a smelly pussy is horrible. And I mean, girls will probably say the same about a smelly cock.
I've got some horror stories about some smell.
That's what I'm saying. I've had a few
Same.
bad experiences.
Same.
And especially working in the sex industry, you might eventually come across something that's got BV or a little bit of a twang.
Yeah. Most people don't realize they have BV either.
Yeah, I know.
Bacterial vaginosis.
Do you have any advice for the women or out there watching or anything like that? How do you avoid getting a smelly fanny? Because no one likes a smelly fanny.
Boric acid.
What is it?
Boric acid. It's like these like little tablets, and you put it in.
That's what they cut coke with.
You put it in your pussy, and then it like cleans you out, and it stops you from getting BV or thrush or anything.
You're putting acid in your puss.
No, it's like boric acid. I don't know the logistics of it.
But it works.
It works.
How did you learn
And
that
it's
worked?
natural. I had this like woman reach out to me on Instagram. She like has her own business and sells boric acid. She's in Australia, and she was like, "Oh, I like what you're doing. Let me send you some stuff." I had heard about it before when I was getting it from the doctor because you have to get a script from the GP, but she just sends it to me now. And
So you need a script to get it normally?
yeah, from a GP, but otherwise you got to go to a
Is that a bit
contact
weird though?
chemist.
Having someone being like, I like what you're doing. Here's something that say your pussy doesn't stink.
No,
Hell no.
she's just like an online mum kind of. It
Oh,
was really
true.
sweet. Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I praise
Women
that.
supporting women.
Because like I said, a smelly fanny, no good.
Yeah.
It is
No.
fucking terrible.
What's worse, a small dick or a smelly fanny?
A smelly fanny.
Smelly fanny, there we go.
Yeah.
I think the same. And I'm not just saying because I'm biased because I have a small dick, but
But like small dick, if you know how to use it, you can.
no, I'd like to think I know how to use it.
Like a sewing
Maybe.
machine.
Yeah. My theory on it all is if you can use your fingers and tongue really good in the beginning,
Yeah.
Get them remotely
As long as they
content.
come,
and then even if you put it in and they're like, is it in? You're like, I don't know. Is it good? I don't know. And then even if that happens, at least they're somewhat satisfied. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's what I like to think. So you had a good experience of 4 people. Is that the most you've slept with in one day, 4 guys?
No.
What?
What is, come on.
I think it's 5.
Oh, so it's not that much more.
No, just 1 more.
Oh.
Yeah. But that's in like a
Is that all for
24-hour
content?
period. No, that was when I went on a little hoe phase when I was younger.
Just a little hoe phase.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you talk about when you were younger, how old are you now?
23.
23. And I read somewhere that you got into stripping at 19.
Yes.
Why so late?
Shipping? Well, I had a civ job until then.
It's like a year after.
Sarcasm or not.
It's a year after legal age.
For real.
So he's a pedophile in the making over here.
In the making.
Anyway, so 5. You know, I don't judge for that. I think I've definitely probably gotten close to that in one
It's
day
easy
myself.
to do. Like you go to a party, you sleep with someone there, you come home, someone comes over, you go out again. You know, it's like quite easy to do.
Or even if you're like at a
Social,
festival and you do
having
a couple of
bender.
quick ones in a portal or something like that, and you
some
end
of them
up.
have orgy tents.
Then you end up at like at kick-ons or something,
Yeah.
and then you go through one. You might even do a threesome, and that's 2 at once. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
literally.
I've had a, what's it called? The Swingers Club horror story.
what happened?
Like I got matched with this girl, Adriana, who was 42. And I think I was like 19, 20. And she was like, oh, are you into like swinging, all this shit? Like, which is a weird question to ask like a kid, technically, because I was like 19, 20. She's like, oh, do you want to come to this place called Diversions, which was like down at Springwood? And I was like, oh yeah. Like, and I looked up what it was and I was like, oh, it's just like a sex party. And I've like gone down. Yeah, I went down there and as soon as I walked in, all you could hear like upstairs, like through walls was just like, just fucking and shit. And I was like, this is crazy. But then I walked in and instantly noticed that I was like the youngest by like 20 or 30 years. Like they were all like 40-year-olds and every eye in the building had just like, boom, on me. And I just got
Fresh meat.
Yeah, fresh meat. Like I was walking into prison. And I got so nervous so quickly. Like my ego just went from up here to down here. And
Intimidated,
so intimidated. And I instantly got thrown on like this couch. It was like just a big U sort of shaped couch. And instantly it was just like after I put stuff in lockers, it was like people taking my clothes off. And like there was like trucker looking bitches, like Asian women, like all sorts, like a licorice, all sorts of just weird women. But then they had their like husbands there who were all like obviously like the swingers or whatever. And they've like put me down and I'm like sort of just getting like manhandled by a bunch of women. And it was like cool at some point. But like then it sort of just got a bit too much and I felt like I was getting used. But then like I had this like Reg the trucker looking cunt come and sit down next to me and he was like, come on my wife's face. And I'm there like, the most I'd ever had was a few spit roasts with my mates when I was younger.
Yeah.
But like that, having like some old man just in my ear, just going, come in my wife's face.
And now I have a boner.
And then, but then I did. But then instantly just like it was like post
So you did come on. You did come on the wife's face.
Yeah,
So it worked. It worked.
No, but like it was post nut clarity, and I just was like so scared, like a little kid in a shopping center with a bunch of old men.
Yeah.
But like I was just like, oh shit. And I've like gone to the lockers and I'm like shaking. I remember picking up my cigarette packet and like going to get a cigarette out. And then this like younger couple came out from outside and they were like, oh, do you want to come have like an MMF in the spa? And I'm like, MMF, what the fuck? And they're like, oh, male, like a threesome. And I'm like, oh, true, yeah, I'm just going to go have a cigarette. And I grabbed all my stuff, got in my car and left it, like legged it, but left that girl there. And then just...
So you went with a girl?
Yeah, well, I went with that girl who I met. Shut up.
We're just about to run out of time, guys. We're just about to do the outro. That story's gone on for about 35 minutes. Sorry, mate.
Went for like 3 minutes, cunt.
I know, I was almost
He's a little bit
asleep.
traumatized. It's
But
okay.
yeah, but then I left that girl there and just blocked her on Tinder and everything
So
that I had
fair.
it on. Because
Yeah.
it scared me. Like I was not
You had
ready
Tinder
for
at
that
that
yet.
age?
I had Tinder when I was like 12, mate.
Tinder wasn't around at 12, buddy. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the segment Ask Jackson, brought to you by none other than Joe Fortune, the world's greatest online casino and my best friend. I'm wearing my cowboy hat for good luck. Today's question, as always, you guys remain anonymous with these questions. Today's question is, what do you mean when you say your penis is like a sewing machine? I'm glad you've asked. Basically what I mean is it's like a pin because it's small, but it goes like a sewing machine. If you've never seen a sewing machine, it's like this. It's like a pin, it goes like really quick, like that's like, I don't even have to move my hips. I can be like this and it will just be going like that. I'll be like this, it'll just go. I don't even have to stand up or thrust like that. I just put it in the right spot Would you pick a hot girl or a cute girl? This is actually a great question, Mr. Anonymous. The reason I would pick a cute girl, you should always pick a cute girl over a hot girl. Let me tell you why. A hot girl is short-term fun. A hot girl sometimes comes with issues. They're a bit egotistical, a bit narcissistic. Hot girls are like, oh, I'm hot, so give me everything. They're great for a little bit of short-term fun, don't get me wrong, but cute girls, they might not be quite as like, I don't know, smoking hot or physically good looking, but you get more attracted to their personalities, which long-term makes them a better looking and a better person, more sustainable. Cute girls, they're just giggly, they're friendly, they're kind, they're loyal, they're sweet, they're grateful, they're not entitled. A cute girl, a ride or die, I would call them. You could buy them McDonald's and they'll be grateful, they'll be happy. A hot girl, you have to take to Nobu in Malibu in fucking California, and all she'll do is complain about the fish not tasting good or the $1,000 steak not being nice. That's the difference between a hot girl and a cute girl, and that is Ask Jackson, brought to you by Joe Fortune.
I still use Tinder. I love
Do
Tinder.
you?
Yeah.
What do you use it for? Like, obviously not to like find a relationship, or you're just using it for a bit of sex, bit of fun?
Yeah, just for the roster.
Just for the
Do you
roster.
do that to like try and find people to make content with?
No, I don't need to find people to make content with.
In saying that, like, you've obviously probably been doing, how long have you been doing OnlyFans for?
3 years.
Okay, so you probably have worked with a decent like chunk of people. What's like a bad experience you've probably had like come to like shooting time? Because everyone's got some bad experiences when it comes to shooting like Triple X content.
I don't know. I haven't really had that many bad experiences. I've been quite lucky because I'm quite selective. But there's been times like you film with a guy and then it's not actually filming, and then you just
He's just like, come fuck.
Yeah.
No camera.
Yeah. No, well, you think you press record and then it's not recorded.
Oh, really?
It's like,
We've had that happen on the podcast a couple of times where I wasn't recording.
It's so
but-
depressing.
Oh, so you've gone to film it, but then it like just hasn't been filming.
Yeah.
Do you fuck again, or do you just like call it quits and be like, oh, well, God.
If a guy
It's happened
busts though, it takes a
twice.
good 10, 15 to be able to get hard again.
regeneration time?
Yeah, one time we just didn't do it because it was with the guy that I was seeing, so it's easy enough to get another one.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the other one, we had to do another one, so he had to regenerate.
When it comes to like guys in the industry, is there like a big, because like I know that the growing numbers of like girls in Australia who are doing OnlyFans, but like you rarely see that there's like, unless a girl's shooting with their partner, is there like heaps of guys to choose from, or is it like usually a select group?
There's definitely less guys to choose from, I feel.
But just like there is a lot of guys doing it, but they're doing it for like the wrong reason.
Yeah, are there some that are like dorks, like that aren't about, like they might have like a big dick, but they're just like, if you saw them walking on the street, you'd be like, you're a fucking dork, buddy. Like, because like,
Dogs are cute.
no, but like a dork, not like a maths, like a fucking, you're a loser sort of
Yeah,
thing.
no, there is. And they think that just because they have a nice dick doesn't mean.
Are there any that like get into it and like try too hard to be like porn star, and they're sort of like saying cringe shit like, come suck daddy's cock?
100%. But also it just depends how they market themselves on social media.
Because like I've noticed like there's probably guys out there that just make an OnlyFans account again just so they can probably like sleep
they
with girls.
think that they're going to get
That's what I did for years.
Yeah.
What would you say?
Clearly.
So like with working with a bunch of people, what would you say is the biggest penis you have experienced in working with someone?
Length or girth?
Both.
Okay, well, girth master.
Girth master. I was in Cairns with some of his mates, I think that he grew up with or
Yeah.
some shit. And they
Yeah.
were like,
Can you do me a demonstration of how big his penis is with your hands?
well, I don't know. I've never seen it in person, but it looks fucking
I'll turn
massive.
to you.
Big and it's heavy.
Like, ooh, it's heavy.
I've asked
That's a
him-
weird description
No,
for
it's
a
so.
dick.
I've asked him to weigh it because it's literally like someone's getting this and just going
Really?
like it's heavy when it's.
So he's got
hard,
actually like he's got an actual
it's
dense
got
cock.
weight on it.
How
It's
big?
got
How
weight
big with
on
your
it.
hands would you say it is?
Dense cock.
Length probably like
Like that's it hard.
Like 9 inches.
yeah, and then like girth, it's honestly probably like that.
Fuck.
And
But it's like wide and it's like all the whole way around. not
Yeah, well, you
just-
just said it's dense and heavy.
Yeah.
So,
so how did that experience go? Was it painful? Was it fun? Did you enjoy it?
It wasn't painful. The first time it took like 15 minutes for him to get in, but once it was
how long?
in,
Whoa.
like 15 and lots
Whoa.
of
that's how long it usually takes me to fuck.
So
It's wild.
Shut up, cunt. So 15 minutes
yeah.
just to be able to get it in there and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
he's probably had that experience with a bunch of girls too.
100%. I'm pretty sure he hasn't like there's girls that he hasn't fit in.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a bad problem to have. I'd kind of have it. That's a bit of a flex.
It is a
It is a
flex.
flex.
Literally a flex.
But however, big dicks hurt chicks, and I'm against violence against women.
That's so true.
So that's also coming from a man with
He's
small
a gentle
penis.
giant. He's a gentle
He's a gentle giant. Well, that's all that matters.
He's very
Yeah.
tall too, isn't he?
Very tall.
Something about tall dudes. They've always got big cocks, eh?
Not always.
There would be more. It's almost more embarrassing a tall dude without a big cock. Imagine
Yeah,
like
well, it's
out of
7 foot with, like-
proportion.
It's
like
only
that.
when they're scrawny. If it's like a tall, bulky dude, probably got a chode.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa, so the
It's
more
only
buff...
tall, scrawny men usually.
Maybe that's
have it.
why I don't have a DD, because I'm a bit more buff.
I'm tall and scrawny, so
Yeah, you got a good cock.
I do.
It's not massive, but it's good.
It's good.
It's good enough.
Nice cock.
I mean, it didn't hurt me. Moving on. The next question that I had was a bit of a personal one. Has any of your family seen any of the stuff that you post or going around?
Yeah, no, all of my brothers and sisters follow all my pages. So they see my TikToks and stuff.
Do they subscribe?
No.
I feel like siblings are a bit different. Like siblings can kind of be more understanding.
Yeah.
What about parents or like aunties, uncles, cousins?
Yeah, no, well, when my mum found out, she like sent me this massive paragraph abusing me about it. And then like a few weeks later, she sent me a message being like, how do I start an OnlyFans?
Your mum said that?
My mum, yeah, after she abused me about it, I was like, bitch, you can fucking get fucked.
Does she want to like...
Well,
fight-
she can get fucked on OnlyFans, technically, but...
Does she want someone to collab with? Because I know a guy. I'm not going to like point fingers.
I'll let her know.
Does she look like you
I'll
much?
let her know. Just an older version.
Well, so she'd probably do pretty well. Because you're
She
quite pretty.
would.
You are
She
quite
would.
pretty.
She would. She'd be like a MILF for sure.
Oh.
But I'm not helping her do it.
No, don't help her. Not if she gave you like shit
Yeah.
for doing it. There's no
Yeah,
need to really
call
help her.
shorter,
So,
yeah.
but I mean,
Shame
I
for the family and
I've seen
stuff, yeah.
accounts on OnlyFans of like sisters doing it together and like
Yeah.
fake mum and daughter and stuff. But your actual mum was like kind of down. That's interesting.
Yeah. Well,
Do
not
you
to do
think
it
any
with
of your
me,
siblings
sister.
secretly have an account?
Well, most of them, no, they wouldn't. They would tell me because they'd want help. So,
What do you not like secretly make content? Like they
watch
watch your shit secretly.
I would hope not.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't really want that. What's like doing OnlyFans? Because I've seen some weird shit myself from just doing it in the past. What would you say is like one of the weirdest requests you've had from someone who's offering shitloads of money or whatever, just wanting to see you do some weird shit?
See, I don't know. I feel like I don't really find a lot weird these days because if someone can get the courage to tell me what they like want in a custom or like their like
Yep.
deepest, darkest desire, I like that, like because they trust me with it. So I'm like, that's cool.
That's cool.
Surely you'd have some weird shit. Like even me as a comedian, I get weird shit. I get people sending me videos of like
Comedian.
I didn't know that.
I stand up on a stage and tell jokes. Anyway, people send me like videos of them putting rats into acid, like coming on a photo of
yeah.
my face on an iPad and shit.
Yeah. No, well, there's been ones where I have
It's
a
usually
dog.
me
and-
saying,
Let her
"Dad,
talk.
don't."
Let her talk, mate. She's finishing her story.
Sorry.
Anyways,
Sorry, I'm so sorry about him.
and that's so fine. I had one request where a guy was like, "Oh, can you like put whipped cream up your ass and squirt it back out?"
And you did it?
I did it. Yeah,
Whoa.
yeah.
Oh, that was actually me.
It was hard to get. It was hard to get the whipped cream in there, but I did it.
Whoa.
Yeah, and I have a dog, and then this guy was like, "Oh, can you like let your dog lick peanut butter off your feet?" Because I have a lot of feet.
Oh,
fans.
feet's okay.
I know, but I'm not letting my dog get sexualized like that. Get out of here.
Yeah, that's true.
Why don't you send to him on Instagram instead?
I can.
And it's not OnlyFans, that's not sexual. that is interesting. Yeah, when people start asking for animal stuff, that's when it gets a little
Yeah,
bit.
and like bug crushing. I've been asked to like
What?
crush bugs before. Yeah, it's like
What?
go out barefoot and just crush bugs.
Why
and,
didn't you
like,
say this at the
video it.
start?
Well, I don't feel
You're
like
going,
it's
I better whip cream up my ass. What about squashing bugs on your pussy? Like
No,
that's a
she
bit,
said feet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Feet.
feet.
What the fuck?
That's still weird.
That is-
Go squash a grasshopper for me. I'll give you 100 cash.
And they're going to pay for that?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, they love that shit.
So with where you're at now, you're still going pretty hard with OnlyFans?
Yeah.
If I was to say right now, because you seem pretty wild, like you seem like you're about it. If I said right now, hey, you, me, Julian, threesome, is that a yes or a no?
I'm doing a threesome after this. So, I mean, what's another one?
Oh my God. Okay, I've got a question. If you could have a threesome with anybody, any two people in the world, but their combined age had to be 20, what are the ages?
Wait, what?
You can have a threesome with anybody in the world,
Yeah.
but their combined age has to be 20. What are the
So,
ages?
They would have to be young. I don't know
don't-
anyone young.
One could be overage, I guess, but
Yeah.
then you're kind of going down the
Well, I would choose a 19-and-a-half-year-old pregnant woman.
that does count.
Does count. It's threesome.
So hang on, we need to steer back. Sorry, we all track there. So you got a threesome after this.
Yeah, yeah.
So a threesome after this. Mm-hmm. Whoa. Well, that's nice.
Yeah, no, I'm excited.
So
So we could do a little warm up.
Jeez, I've got a girlfriend. I cannot do that.
What the fuck were we doing with the other girl this morning? I'm just joking. All right, guys, we'll come back just from a little quick intermission break there because a few things were said that weren't able to make the podcast. So we're back again with the lovely Tasha Page, who's just informed us she has a threesome after this. Is it two girls, one guy, one girl, two
A
guys?
guy and a girl.
Okay, so what do you call it? Boy, girl, girl.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I did a couple of them.
Yeah, they're fun.
They are fun.
Yeah.
The less, for me anyway, the less guys, the better. I don't really
Oh,
want ever.
really?
I've always found like threesomes with another guy is fun. I've never had I've had many like what you'd call spit rows, but you never take them seriously. It's not like you're like getting into it. It's more just
Wait, so what are you saying? You like it when there's another guy or two girls?
two girls. But,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But at the same time, having two girls, it's sort of like watching two different sports on two different TVs. Like it's like if you're watching the State of Origin up on one screen and then the fucking Ashes cricket test on the other. Where the fuck do I look? Like it's hard to keep up. Like
Yeah,
unless
see,
they're really good at it.
I did a few threesomes younger with like my mates and
How
stuff.
young?
Just two guys and me.
No, but like how young?
Oh, like
Two guys
over
and you.
over the consensual age. If that's where you're going with it. And it was just me and two of my friends, like two guys.
What?
What?
That's hot.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So you like seeing guy on guy sort of shit?
Absolutely.
Is it just because it's like more wild? I don't know.
No, it's just hot. Like
I
if
definitely
a guy,
do.
can you do a little kiss for me? That'd be so cute. Come on.
I kissed the inside of his lips.
I'm a little bit wet.
Are you really?
Yeah,
Prove it.
that's hot.
Dude.
Anyway, things are getting carried. Things are getting a little heated over here. I've got a little stiffy. But so cool. You got a threesome after this. So how busy? Like how often, as an OnlyFans creator, like when you're active, how often would you be like creating content each week?
I don't know. Sometimes I won't create it for a few weeks, and sometimes I'll go hard and do.
Go hard for a week or two and
Yeah.
bank up content.
Yeah,
Beautiful. So
depends where I'm at.
when you bounce around guy to guy in the same sort of day, do you tell them all you're filming like with other people after, or they don't know you've been with other people before?
Most of the time, they don't know. It's
So you're not just rocking up to the fifth person. You're like, fuck, I'm stuffed. Literally.
No.
Have any of them noticed if you've gone there and you've still got like a bit of cum in you?
There's a signature down here. Someone's written their name. Who is this? Just, oh, sorry about that.
Have you ever had like any scares, like any pregnancy scares, any?
Nah, I'm pretty good with it.
Are you on contraception?
No.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's
well,
good.
I don't want the hormones.
Contraception's like I'm
fucked.
not really supportive of it, to be
Nah.
honest. If a girl feels great taking it and they like it, go ahead, each to their own. But
Yeah.
I've dated girls who like I've been with them, then they started doing it and their brains just go whoop, like they just get really like heated, like real
Yeah.
emotional, hormonal. They can
Yeah.
gain weight a bit
It can
easier.
stop you being
Get
attracted
acne on
to
their
as
face.
well.
Yeah, they can get all kinds of shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like I don't want to get like an angry girlfriend.
Yeah, nah, fuck contraception.
How many
I've got the rod.
How many tablet abortions have you had in the past year?
I don't do tablet abortions.
Is that a thing?
No,
I
like
only
the
do
morning
surgical
after.
ones. Oh, those.
like a plan B.
Yeah.
Plan B.
I've got a funny story after you
For the,
tell
what,
me.
the last year, you reckon?
In the last year, yeah.
I don't know.
Aren't you only meant to like limit it to like 4 a year? Otherwise, it's like really bad for you.
Is that the true?
I think so,
I
yeah.
should probably see a doctor.
How many? How many do you reckon?
Maybe like 6 to 10.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's fine. I thought you were going to be like, 47.
No,
Six
I'm
this
pretty good
week.
with it.
6 to 10 plan
I only
Bs.
take it if I'm real worried.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. You know what's really funny, actually? Good story. I was just in America and I'm very good at, like, my pull-out game's actually pretty strong. Because I really don't want to
Okay.
have a kid.
Yeah, but you got pre-cum you got to worry about.
I know, but sometimes
Yeah.
I just let the pre-cum go just for a bit of a lucky dip, see if it
Yeah,
happens.
lucky
And
dip.
I was a bit stressed the next day, so I ended up going to CVS to get a plan B for the girl.
Mm-hmm.
And I got 2 because I wanted to take one. So I took one and I felt a little sick
They're not nice, eh?
because I drank straight after at Coachella that day as well.
Yeah, that'll do it.
My stomach was fucked.
It actually gives you mad cramps.
Is that what it was? Because I felt like it was like
it's
not,
probably cramps.
not agony, like a butter knife was in me.
Yeah,
Just
that's what period cramps feel like.
oh my god, take a plan B. It's interesting.
Okay, I'll do it after
I didn't want
this.
her to get pregnant, so I took the plan B after as well, just to be double sure.
Yeah, that's smart. Maybe I should get guys to start doing that.
You could, and then maybe you
Yeah.
don't even have to take them.
Boy, take this. Now fuck me.
No, I took it after
Dude, why?
because I don't want to get pregnant. And are
Equality.
you unaware that we're in 2023 where men can get pregnant?
That is so true. Sorry, I'll step back. I'm a bigot.
You are being very offensive.
I'm sorry.
I'm starting to like real
Chicks have cocks.
women do have penis.
Chicks have fucking stubble and cocks. Isn't that weird though? Like with porn over the years, like in the 80s, like have you watched much like vintage porn?
Yeah, like the old magazines and
Like
shit.
in the
Yeah.
80s, it was like bushes everywhere. Then
Yeah.
90s was like clean shaven, which
Yeah.
thank God, because like hair, like no matter what
No,
you're doing,
it just gets in your
you
teeth. Same
get
with
it
guys,
off.
though.
Like you could be
Yeah.
doing anything. You could.
However, do you like a landing strip
but that's what I was about to
On
say.
women or men?
on either?
Here and there. I don't
Okay.
know.
I don't like any.
No, because yeah, a clean work surface. But in the 2000s, that's when the landing strips came in, and now nowadays, like chicks have a little bit of stubble
Yeah.
and a cock, but
I've seen
Times are
some
changing.
women have nicer cocks than what some men do. So.
You know what's crazy, man? I've seen pictures of like Instagram accounts these days of like, I look at it and it's like a really hot girl. You scroll through it and you're like, oh, whoa, this girl's pretty hot. Then you get down and you see in the bio eventually after or like down there, they're a trans, they got a cock. And I'm like, whoa, I've just been, have you ever worked with like a trans or somebody, a trans person who?
No, but I plan to.
Really?
Yeah.
Like you want to get fucked by a girl with a dick?
A trans woman, yes.
That would be pretty, a trans woman. Yes, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
That would be great to watch.
I think it'll be fun.
That'd be interesting to watch.
Yeah.
I couldn't personally let it happen to myself. But I know Julian went to Thailand. Was it last?
Yeah, okay, yeah. I went to Thailand April last year, and I was just mincing it up at the strippers, and that was the hottest chick I've ever seen in my life. And then
Other than your girlfriend?
Other than my girlfriend, yeah. And then took her back to the hotel, and she was pissing standing up.
I did see the video.
Yeah.
I told him if he sleeps with
Was this after you realised?
Oh, no. Like I was fucking it and it was pulling its cock and I was just like, oh, maybe I'm drunk. And then it pissed standing up and I was like, that's enough. That's where I crossed the line.
Yeah.
That's referring to the trans person as it. It's a person, mate. A trans person is a person. They're a human. They're not an it.
I was bashing them with
I'm
bats in the
super
club.
supportive of the trans people.
In Thailand, there's clubs you can go to and you pay and they give you like a rubber bat and you can beat them.
I can't tell these things for real.
I'm
That's
being serious.
legit?
Why would I make that up? Why would I be like, oh, okay, beating them up with bats?
You say,
No, it's in Nana Plaza. I think it was like something Wows or
There's some pretty weird shit in all those countries that you can
Yeah.
go and do.
And
If you've got a bit of money, you can go do
That's
some.
fucked.
You can choose either a pool noodle or like a rubber foam bat, and you can just bash them, and they're just standing on stage like sardines. Like they're not sexy dancing or anything. Just looks like a
This
line.
episode's by far the darkest episode we've ever done so far.
Really?
Probably.
Well, it's called Shadow Band for a reason. Southside.
All right. Fuck one, marry one, kill one. Julian, me, Donald Trump. You can be honest. None of us will get offended. I'm very insecure. I probably will.
Well, I don't know. Is Donald Trump packing?
It's a mystery.
He's a misogynist.
He is. That is right. All right, kill Donald Trump.
Whoa, I wouldn't have thought that.
Well, that's crazy.
You know he's got a lot of bread.
Yeah, but I got my own bread.
Yeah, that's so true.
But if you marry him, you're instantly worth like $500 million.
Yeah, but also that would be good publicity though.
I'd fuck Trump for sure. I'd fuck Trump.
Anyway, she said she'd killed Trump. What else?
The next one's we got fucking marry left, and one of us is on the chopping block.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, it's probably both good outcome for either of us.
Yeah, it pretty much is.
I think I would marry you because I don't know if I could deal with him just.
Oh, shut up. Anyway, moving on.
I can respect that. That's kind of what I was assuming was going to. I thought you might have said marry Trump, fuck me, and kill Julian.
Oh, okay.
That was the other option.
True.
What's your plans this weekend?
Probably just going out drinking with friends.
Going out drinking?
Yeah.
Can I come?
If you want.
I might.
Yeah, do it. It's in
I don't know
Brisbane.
where I want to come yet, but I'll be able to find somewhere to come.
Oh yeah, easy. Yeah, we'll sort it out.
Oh, well, that could be me this weekend, depending on the location. But I'm starting to pick up my drinking habits again. I'm actually enjoying drinking.
I go through phases, eh?
I'm a bit like that. I might not drink for a few months, and I'll go
Yeah.
hard for a couple of months.
Yeah, it depends where I'm at with training as well.
I got a little drunk last night.
Yeah, you
Last
did.
night.
I went to a restaurant in Chevron called Wagyu Ya, like a little Japanese restaurant. I don't know. It's called Wagyu Ya.
Waguya.
Well, Wagyu is a meat.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
dash Ya.
Waguya.
Anyway,
Sorry
That's
about him.
your
Great food, great beers, great. Everything was just fantastic. And I had a great time. I got pretty drunk and then I drove home.
Sick. Fuck yes. Wait, but honestly, drink driving, no. But if you don't get caught and you make it home, legend.
And this is all allegedly.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Well, I do want to ask one thing, because there's obviously a lot of guys watching this and they probably want to learn more about women and what women like and want. And every woman's very different in their own beautiful ways. What would be the biggest red flag for you towards like a man? If a man was interested in you, what would be a red flag?
red shoes.
Yes, that's so true.
Red
People who wear
shoes?
red shoes are
Red
tossers.
shoes.
Proper. How come?
Yeah. I don't know. It's just like every man that I've met that's wearing red shoes, it's just like,
You know, red shoes are banned in clubs in Perth.
I'm not surprised.
How come?
I'm not surprised.
I
Is it like
it's
gang
just
related?
Yeah, behind like gang or like Eshe culture, I guess.
A lot of SJs wear it.
I don't wear red shoes, but I mean, I don't think yellow shoes either.
Who wears yellow shoes? Unless it like matches your fit. But like, oh, you're wearing yellow shoes.
Oh, I mean, I wouldn't call them yellow. They're kind of white with all colors. You know, they're Pokemon shoes. They kind of get the
They're
pass,
rainbow.
right?
Secondary colours yellow.
I think they get the pass.
True.
Maybe. I don't know. I stole them off a kid in Mexico.
Did you?
Yeah.
Fucking little cunt.
But so red shoes is a big
yeah, red shoes.
I see that.
That's a pretty easy thing to get around.
No, I had a guy one time that I was seeing, and he knew that my ick was red shoes, and then he didn't tell me the entire time I was seeing him. And then when him and I stopped talking, he had a pair of red shoes, and then he like pulled them out and then put a story up of him wearing them, and I was like, all right.
Matching with his Nike fucking air hat as well.
Yeah.
Sick.
The Nike socks as well.
Madness.
Yeah.
All right. Well, red shoes. Okay. So that's interesting. I never would have thought that. So it's not like a dude being like toxic or a narcissist or anything. It's red shoes.
No, I love that.
You love that?
Yeah.
You love a bit of toxic masculinity?
I love toxic masculinity.
I am a part-time narcissist.
You know what's surprising? A lot of girls do like that. Like, I'm not going to lie. I've definitely had a few relationships in the past where there's been stages of it being partly toxic, not abusive, just like rural. Like, I don't know. Do we want this? Do we not?
Like hot and spicy.
The sex when you've like had beef is fucking
very true.
Yeah.
Like when you're like literally like that worked up at each other, and you have heated sex.
Yeah.
It's aggressive. It's passionate. You just spit in each other's mouths.
No. Oh, it's hot.
Bit of choking. Bit of like just bending some limbs around ways they probably shouldn't.
Yeah,
then putting them in a cooler.
Taking their nappies off.
For fuck's sake, cunt. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much all we've got time for today.
No, we didn't do the dance segment.
Oh, yes. So we've got a new segment where basically it's called co-host versus guest, and it's a dancing segment. So basically you guys will pretty much have a bare knuckle punch up. No, I'm just...
But you have to go first.
What am I supposed to do?
No, we're not doing
it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a
Ignore
joke. We
that.
just wanted you to dance and then say it wasn't a real segment.
The only
and then
dancing
you just
I know
danced.
is just shaking my ass. So.
Okay.
Can I see you later? Please? Please, I'm so desperate.
I gotta fucking
my
get out of here.
threesome?
Yeah, after the threesome.
Yes.
Yeah, you can come here and have a shower and have a little twerk.
Freshen up, yeah.
I'd love to learn how to twerk because I do have a bit of a booty. Anyway.
You do have a nice
It's pretty
ass.
easy.
Can I show you a picture of my booty?
Yeah.
Can you rate my booty out of 10?
I thought you said something completely different just then.
Let me find a good picture of it.
I'm worried if it's going to actually be his ass.
God, these shoes are... I gotta put my red shoes back on, eh?
Okay, you have a nice booty.
Really?
You got a dumpy.
So let me ask you next.
It's a wheel.
What's your thoughts on rimming men? Like, do you...
I love rimming men.
You like-
as
you know,
long as they're like clean
Yeah,
and like
of
trimmed.
course.
At least.
No hair.
So you don't like a little fucking prickly forest down there?
Has to be freshly showered.
Yeah, but like you get a bit of spit, you wipe it
Because
away.
I'm a notoriously known ass eater. I love eating a
Yeah.
bit of booty. I don't
Yeah.
know why. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how that came about.
Nah, it's hot.
But like, unless I'm completely fucked up drunk after partying and that, I like it when a girl's fresh out the shower and just have a nice feast.
Yeah.
So you would never go down on a dude if he had a bit of ass chutney. Do you know what ass chutney is? It's sort of like
Yeah,
a
I
mix
do.
between like piss, cum, sweat, shit, all just molded into a chutney-like substance on the gooch.
Probably not.
No?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can
but
support that.
I do love eating ass though.
That's
But-
fucking hot. That's dope.
And you know what's even better is when you first meet a guy and he's like, "No, I don't want my ass eaten," and then he like ends up being like, "Yeah, okay." And then
You know what?
comes
Because
around.
guys are scared that's a little bit gay, and they're
are.
like,
They
"Oh,
are.
I'm so scared of
I love a finger up my ass when I'm getting head.
What about with nails? Have you tried with nails?
Yeah, I've had a few nails up my ass.
Yeah.
My ex definitely used a nail once or twice, and
It's doable.
it is doable. It's just
Yeah.
I don't like the big scoopy nail, and it's just scary.
with the,
No,
what
it depends
comes
how they
out.
do
In
it.
case
though.
something comes out,
It
but
depends how they do it. Unless
take
they
good
like
care of my
straight
hygiene.
up all like,
Regardless.
come here.
I take good care of my hygiene, so I'm comfortable that I don't have a dirty ass. I like to
Yeah,
shave it. I haven't done like lasering; it can't be fucked. But like, I always keep it pretty fresh. If I know I'm going to be like either making content or hanging out with a girl, I make sure I'm freshly.
That's hot.
Yeah,
That's what you need.
You have to shower,
More
you have to
guys should do
scrub, you have to
that.
be clean. Because it's like you got if you don't want like a dirty booty to eat, you got to make sure you don't have a dirty
Yeah.
booty.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. Like back growing up, I used to think like, oh fuck, getting my ass licked by a girl. Does that make me gay? Not that I got a problem with gays or anything, but I used to think that. And then it happened, like sucking me off, going down, licking my booty straight after. I was like, this is kind of cool.
The G spot's in the
hot.
male's ass for a reason, mate.
Yeah, I've
Do you
yet
know what
to-
the difference between a bowling ball and my ass is?
What?
Can only fit 3 fingers in a bowling ball, brother. Alrighty, I'll be out.
So that booty, you rate, what's the rating of the booty out of 10 for a man?
Is that shaved or
That's shaved.
shaved? I'd give it like a 9 out of 10.
I'll take anything over 7. Anything over 7's a huge compliment for me.
Yeah, 9 out of 10.
Seven's like-
People usually have to pay for my ratings, so you're
Oh, really?
welcome.
Oh, there you go. I got a free
Whoa,
rating.
free.
If you accept Zip, I can do like payment plans.
Can you rate mine?
I can do. I thought you were going to get it. I was just going to do a big spit in your ass then, eh? I was going to do a
He's
massive.
so good at that too. He can literally. He's a sharp shooter when it comes to
Yeah.
spitting.
very
Good
accurate.
aim.
Very accurate with my spit.
Good
Like you could be
aim.
over there naked. I could land spit on your pussy from over there.
I might have to see
Yeah, we can try that sometime. You can play a little game. Every time I land, I get $1.
on a live stream. Just
anyways, guys, the beautiful Tasha Page. You can find her socials in the description. This has been a pleasure having you here. It's been absolutely fun. Thanks for sharing some personal things about yourself. It's been lovely. Sorry about the pedophile in the making, but yeah, no, it's been absolutely.
Stop saying the in the making bit, cunt.
Anyways, guys, Shadow Band, it's been a lovely episode. Like I said, go find her on socials, give her a follow, go check out her OnlyFans. You can watch some pretty gnarly shit. And I like her a lot.
Stay positive, test negative.
See you guys in hell.